Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode of Formula One News. We've got some major developments in the F1 driver market today, and it's all centered around Red Bull's Helmut Marko, who has effectively confirmed that Liam Lawson will be getting a drive at Red Bull's sister team, RB. Given that Yuki Tsunoda has just signed a new deal, this can only mean one thing: Daniel Ricciardo might be out of a drive. Has Marko jumped the gun on this one? Does Christian Horner agree with his assessment? And if this change does happen, would Ricciardo be forced to retire from the sport once again? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoy the content. And if you're new here, subscribe for all the latest updates. First, let's talk about the changes coming to the Austria GP this weekend. As you might know, new gravel traps have been installed at Turn 9 and Turn 10 to ensure that drivers can't breach track limits without consequences. If they do, they'll end up in the gravel, losing valuable time or possibly spinning out of the race. These changes are aimed at preventing a repeat of last year's track limits fiasco, where numerous violations occurred over the weekend. Additionally, new AI-powered cameras have been introduced to monitor track limits more effectively. These cameras will help determine if a car has gone over the white line, with a blue line assisting the AI in making more accurate judgments. This semi-automated system will alert personnel to potential infringements, speeding up the review process and hopefully preventing the post-race penalties that plagued last year's event. Now, let's dive into some team news. Mercedes is bringing more upgrades to their car over the next few races, but they're keeping the details under wraps to prevent their rivals from fast-tracking their own upgrades. This strategic secrecy aims to maintain their competitive edge as they continue to close the gap with the front runners. Ferrari, on the other hand, is still fine-tuning their recent upgrades. They believe there's more performance to unlock, which could make a significant difference in the upcoming races. The Austrian GP, with its short lap times, is expected to be incredibly competitive, with small gaps between the top positions. Red Bull's Max Verstappen has expressed concerns about the team's development pace, urging them to bring more upgrades as he feels he's fighting for his life out there. Despite his recent flawless performances, Verstappen acknowledges the need for improvements to maintain their edge over the rapidly improving competitors like McLaren and Mercedes. Helmut Marko's comments about the Red Bull Ring and the upcoming sprint weekend format highlight the team's recent struggles with car balance. With only one practice session, Red Bull will need to be on their A game to secure a strong performance. Speaking of Marko, his remarks about Liam Lawson are particularly telling. Lawson impressed everyone last year during his stint with AlphaTauri, and now Marko is pushing for him to get a full-time drive. With Ricciardo underperforming and Tsunoda staying put, it seems inevitable that Lawson will step in. However, the big question remains: does Christian Horner agree with Marko's assessment? The internal dynamics at Red Bull suggest some degree of conflict, with Marko advocating for Lawson's promotion and Horner possibly preferring to maintain the status quo with Ricciardo and Tsunoda. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has also made interesting comments about their driver lineup, hinting at the possibility of Max Verstappen joining the team. Wolff's strategy of waiting on their decision for Antonelli indicates they might be keeping an eye on Verstappen's future moves. So what do you think, folks? Should Lawson get the drive at RB? Will Ricciardo find himself out of a seat? And how will the team dynamics at Red Bull and Mercedes evolve in the coming months? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, take care and see you at the next race.